Alright, let's get started. Today I wanted to do something a little different. A lot of people have been asking me, oh my gosh, dude, how did you get from level, like, last time was 80 to 252, maxing out your character? Well, after I beat the game, and after I did all the quests I could that I could find, I looked high and low everywhere, tried to find every single thing on the map, tried to do all the side quests, went down every little hole I could find, everything. So I figured, you know what, why not make it a little fun? So the rest of the pot came out a long time ago when the game first came around on PS3, and a lot of people thought, oh no, it just got patched. Well, actually it did not get patched. So I'm going to show you today exactly step by step how to do the restoration pot correctly. Now I'll be showing you items you need. I'll be giving you tips, places to go to find these items, stuff like that. Secret ways to level up your alchemy pretty fast, because in order to do this you have to have level. And another thing is you cannot have the unofficial patch installed. It's a mod that they came out with to kind of fix half the problems that Skyrim has been having, because like recently I've noticed this game starts to crash a lot. Me personally, I don't like modding, so it's not a big deal to me, although I do love streaming this game. If you have the patch, the unofficial patch, for some reason it just won't let you do it. So you have to uninstall that mod, and after you uninstall it, you can do this no problems. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the patch works as well. Still, I'm not 100% sure if you can add it back on, is what I'm saying. So if you do this, get everything done, then put the patch back, install the patch again. I don't know if it'll affect it at all. I haven't tried. I'm not a big fan of mods, so I figured, hey, why not? So I'll just give it a shout out now. Yeah, do not have the patch installed, and if you do, just uninstall it. You can try to reinstall it. I don't know what will happen, so that's on you. And without further ado, let's take care of business. Alright, so I'm here in Dragon's Reach, here in Whiterun. So what I'm going to do now is show you on the map certain places you can find these items. Now 90% of the items that you need to do this are right here in Whiterun, or usually any alchemist shop you can find. Me personally, I just like to use Whiterun because it's right here, So with that being said, you come to Whiterun and you can go to Arcadia's Cauldron, which is the alchemist shop here in Whiterun. And she's an apprentice trainer, so she can train you up to level 50 in alchemy, which you have to have. So one way you can get around leveling that up pretty fast is what I like to do, speed leveling. So what you can do is go up to her, ask her, hey, what do you got for sale? Go through and make sure you pick up the items I'm about to show you, and then she trains you. So say, I would like training in alchemy. So what you do is you only train for like 3 to 4 levels, because I think it's anywhere from 600 to 800 coins. I can't remember exactly for alchemy. Well, what you do then, after you get all the items out of the inventory that you need, so after you get these items I'm going to show you, and after you level up, go behind her, sneak, and right before you, right after you get done sneaking, you need a save. So that helps. Say, I think you only have like an 18 to 20, like 23% chance, I think, to actually, steal your money back. So if it's anywhere over 1,000, for some reason, you have a 0% chance to steal it. I don't know why they did that. They just did, whatever. Well, when you steal your money back, what you didn't do is kill her. So after you kill her, you reload that same save. So after you reload it, you come back in. Well, after you do that, then her inventory will reset. Her levels won't reset for training, but her inventory will reset, so that way you can go back in and buy the other ingredients you need for the restoration potion. So that's one quick way to get up to level 50 fast. Yeah, there is certain things else you'll have to do, like leveling certain things up, so that way you're already at certain levels, because you have to level up before you can actually get more levels from her. So it's only 5 levels at a time, then you level up, then train 5 levels, then you level up, then you train 5 levels and level up, so on, so on. So level 50 alchemy is a must. Okay, another thing. You have to have these... Where is it? It's archery. I probably should just pass it. Yeah. Okay, another thing you'll need is 1 perk in Alchemist, the Physician perk, and the Benefactor perk. Now what that is 25% chance for effects. This one is another 25% chance. And since restoration has to do with health, you get another, the health, magic, or stamina, you have that 25% bonus because it has to do with your health. And then right here, first perk, I think it's like 10% better or something like that. So right there off the bat is already 60%. Right there. So then, what I'm going to show you next, you have to get this enchantment. And this enchantment right here is called Fortify Alchemy. So there are certain places you can find that have Fortify Alchemy gear. So like if you go to Court Wizards, sometimes we'll have like a piece of armor that says, hey, creative potions are 8% more powerful. Sweet, okay, whatever. So you get it. Well, actually the way I found mine is there are these invisible chests, or aka merchant chests, which are the common ones I like to use are the ones in Dawnstar, and then the one in Markarth, well, by Markarth. And I'll show you on the map where that is. Okay, so you come up here to Dawnstar, and right over here on Dawnstar there's that caravan that's usually out here. It's a bunch of Khajiit people. Well, what there is, if you go east here in town, it's about dead even right here with the castle. So right about here there will be a smelter and a mine. Well, if you keep walking straight on that path, 2 pine trees and a couple rocks. Well, what you do is you crouch, go between those rocks, and it'll say search chest. And well, it has tons and tons of items. And what you want to do is steal all the items that have enchantments on them. So it'll be all at the bottom. There'll be like weapons, armor, stuff like that. Well, you mostly want to look for one though that says, you know, it's got alteration where the created potions are 8% better. And then after that you can go right behind you, because you'd probably be overcumbered from all the items. You just turn around, walk to the Jarl's Hall, and as soon as you walk in the door and go to your left, there is a enchanting table that you can disenchant all the items, and you won't be overcumbered anymore. Now, the one in Markarth is a little more tedious. So this one, you come down to Salvius Farms, and you head, I guess from there you'd want to head northeast a little bit, probably right about here. There's a little bridge. Well, to the left there's another Khajiit caravan with a brick wall. So you start by the bridge and where the brick wall meet, and you take a left. You crouch down and walk along the back side of that wall, and eventually it'll say search chest. And that's another merchant chest for that Khajiit caravan as well. So they have stuff in there that you need, like items. Now, it's a long walk back to Markarth, being overcumbered. So one of the ways to get around that is if you've already done the DLC for Castle right here, Volknir, you can go to the Soul Cairn, and there's a guy in there named, he's got a horse named Arvak, and you can summon him anytime. Or you can just buy a horse from a stable, or you can, if you're part of the Dark Brotherhood, you can summon the horse there as well, and usually he follows you. I've had him follow me everywhere. So you have to ride that horse back to the certain town. You can ride it to Markarth, and then you can try to find an enchanted table somewhere in there. or just the nearest town you can find, and take care of all your overcumbered items. So I'll show you a few items in those chests that you'll be looking for. They don't usually have ingredients, they have some, and the only ingredient I've ever really found is salt piles. Salt piles you can find everywhere. If you go to Riften and go to the docks outside of Riften and look at all the fish barrels by the boats, they have tons of salt. Like all these salt piles I think right here I found just in Riften out of those barrels. You can find them in a lot of your inns. You can go to the kitchen and the inns, like the one here on Right Run, and she'll have some in barrels or on the table or something. To me, there's so many ways you could do this, but I figured the easiest were salt piles and yellow mountain flowers, and what they do is that's what you need for the Fortify Restoration Potion. Well, salt piles are so easy to find, and you need at least 30 of them. Same thing with the yellow mountain flowers, you need at least 30 of those as well. Now, yellow mountain flowers are the easiest to collect if you have the Dawnguard DLC, because there's a place down here by Falkreath, and it's about southeast of Falkreath, and it's called Ancestor Glade. And what that is, it's a DLC place that Dawnguard brought in, and just tons of yellow mountain flowers. There's like 26 total, I think, 26 or 28. So that's fine, you don't have to actually have 30, but just in case. And they have yellow mountain flowers in there, and you can also grab the ancestor moths that are also in there, because they will be helpful for the other potion you'll need, which is the Fortify Enchanting. So what the Fortify Enchanting is, you'll need snowberries and blue butterfly wings, or the ancestor moth wings, whatever. You only need about 5, because the enchanting potion you only need to make 1 item, but I always made like 5 of them just to be on the safe side. Well, what that does is it's going to be able to create a ring that takes over the Fortify Restoration Potion, so you don't have to constantly do it to make good potions. You can just slip on that ring, make your potion, and you're set. Okay, so first step, what you want to do is talk to this guy, and he sells you
Come to Dragons.
Grand Soul Gems. And the only thing you want to buy from him are the Grand Soul Gems that are filled with a Grand Soul. And it's the same thing with Arcadia. You can buy them, save the game, make sure no one's watching, kill him until he falls on his knees, because he can't die. But when he falls on his knees, then immediately load that save point, and he'll have more Grand Soul Gems. I already have Grand Soul Gems with me, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's the same method. And then after you get, you're going to need about 8 to be on the safe side, but I just have 5. And what you're going to do is
you've got the aptitude.
You're going to come to the Arcane Enchanter, and what you're going to do is take the item, and what you're going to need is a necklace, doesn't matter what kind, 2 rings, a helmet, and some bracers, or any kind of gauntlets that you can find. It doesn't matter what it is, and you're going to want to enchant these items. So I need the gold necklace. I'm going to enchant it with Fortify Alchemy and with the Grand Soul. So I already have 25% because my enchanting is already at level 100, and same thing with my alchemy, so of course it's going to give me a more powerful, percentage. Well, anyways, you want to craft it. Then you're going to want to come up here, Fortify Alchemy, same enchantment, and put it on just one of the rings. I just use gold rings because if you have a gold, you can craft 2 gold rings at one time. So I just figured gold rings are the way to go. And you're going to want to craft it. Okay, then you're going to go to your leather bracers or whatever you have, put that Fortify Alchemy on there, put that soul gem in there, and craft it. And then the last thing is to do, very last thing is your helmet. So boom, done. Okay, now here's where the part comes in that you really need to listen to. That last gold ring is going to be saved for the Fortify Alchemy. You're going to put Fortify Alchemy on that ring as well, but you're not going to do that till after you do the restoration. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come over here to the Alchemy Lab. And what you're going to want to do is save. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I might disappear on you guys. And you want to create a new save. You don't want to create a quick save or save over another save. You want to create a new save. Okay, so after you do that, make your new save. Okay, and we are done. Okay, so now that you have your new save made, what you're going to want to do is use the Alchemy Lab. Well, first, I might want to put on the items. So, yeah, first you want to put on your items. So you want to put on the necklace, the ring, the bracers, and the helmet. So now you have everything on. So now that bonus that I had earlier from the 25%, the 10%, and the other 25%, that puts me at, already 60%. Well, now that I have 25%, this right here is just an extra 100% for more powerful potions. So when you first start out, you're only going to have 8% because your alchemy is not going to be that high, and neither is your enchanting. So your enchanting is only, you don't have to level up your enchanting at all. The only time you really want to is you want to get to level 100 because you can actually put 2 enchantments on one item. So that's the only reason why you'll need level 100 enchanting. But that won't come till later on when you're like past all this other stuff. Okay, so you put on all your items. You use the Alchemy Lab. Now what you want to do is go to your Fortify Restoration and just Assault Pile, Yellow Mountain Flower. So my restoration spell is already at 168%. It's nuts. But that's just because of the high level. Yours won't be that strong yet. Now you want to make sure when you craft these, we're pretty much going to be crafting them, drinking them, then crafting them, then drinking them, and crafting them, and drinking them back and forth. Well, you got to really watch that percentage, because that percentage can go negative. And if it goes negative, you might as well just quit, because it's no longer a drinkable potion. The minute you drink it, your entire game will crash. So I'm not going to go too high here because I've already done it, and I don't want to crash my game and be online because then it'll kick me off. So I'm just going to show you that it does get stronger. So this is at 168% already. So what you do is craft it. Okay, then you back out. Then you come straight to your items, come straight to your potions, and then drink it. Now come back. Do not exit out of the items menu. Come back, take off the helmet, bracers, the ring, and that. So now I'm already looking at 60. Fortify Restoration. Craft. Now it's already at 122%. Quit Alchemy. Items. Drink the potion. Again. Now I'm at 230% more powerful. And it just... Okay, then use the Alchemy Lab. And be careful if you have 2 gold rings, because sometimes it won't put on the right ring. So make sure you put on the right ring. So now at 7,815. Quit Alchemy. Potions. Drink the potion. Now look. Boom. Already over 1,000. Now watch this next potion. This is going to be crazy. Boom, 523,000 already on the spot. Now watch this. Watch my apparel after I drink it. Boom. Nuts. It's just crazy. And then go back. This probably will be my last potion. But for you, it will take a little bit longer. Yeah, see how it's negative now? I'm done. So actually what I want to do is come up here and make a Fortify Enchanting Potion. And just... That's it. Make all of them. Now I'm done. Quit Alchemy. So see, if I would have made that last potion, I would have been screwed because it would have put me way over the limits. It went negative, so that's what you don't want to have. So now this is where that other gold ring comes in. Now you don't want to mess up, because sometimes if you enchant an item, it enchants it too much and it messes it up, you're done. So now what you want to do is go to another save. So save, make sure it's a new save. And we're done. So now I have saved. So now let's see if I'm still under the influence of the Fortify Restoration. Yes. So now what I want to do, since I'm underneath that, is I want to come in here, go to that enchanting potion, drink it, use the arcane enchanter, item, gold ring, enchantment, fortify alchemy, soul gem, grand soul gem, craft. Done. That's it. That's all there is to it. And now I have... See how these all went back already? Now, guess what? This never goes back. This is a 4.4 million% more powerful for my potions. And it's not a negative number, so that's really good. Now, when I craft these potions, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to drink them or anything like that. So now that these items are pretty much useless, you don't have to wear them anymore. So I'm going to put on all my original stuff. And then the gold ring I'm going to put on, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because now I am no longer under the influence. See, now I'm still under the Fortify Enchanting, and I only have second, Fortify Alchemy is because of my gold ring, but the Fortify Enchanting should be gone. So after the Fortify Enchanting is gone... Oh, still got 3 seconds. Let's see here. Okay, should be gone now. Yeah, everything is gone now. Okay, so now all I should have is the Fortify Alchemy. Remember, that's 4.4 million. So now watch. I already have the gold ring on. Fortify Restoration, right? Boom, boom. Look at that, instantly. That is 3.6 million. That is a lot. Now, I don't have to worry about anything anymore, because it's like, okay, what do I need this for? So that pretty much right there is just shows you that it's nuts. It's nuts. So now I'm going to show you the pretty cool effects of doing so. I'll show you what happens. Okay, so you go to your map. I'm gonna go to my house and get all my weapons and stuff back. And I'm gonna put these other items somewhere that are there just to be there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, back at my house. For some reason, I shot that with an arrow a long time ago, and it still does that. I'm not even a vampire. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. Okay, and like I said, if you don't go far enough on making these items, they will go down. Like, that's 4.4 million for each potion. The one I created a long time ago when I first started out is only 592,000. So this one, this ring, is 10 times better. So I'm gonna give it there and put my original silver ring back on. And then let's see, where am I gonna put these? I'll just put them underneath here because there ain't nothing underneath. Oh yes, there is. What, my dragon bone weapon? Oh crap, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take all those and put my apparel underneath here. Okay. Now, these weapons, by the way, aren't only hitting for 141 damage. Or whatever it's saying. That's actually, like, I think that one might be 141,000. I think these ones are 141,000. And then these ones are 98,000. This one's 49,000. This one's 49,000. This one, 74,000. 74,000, 74,000, 74,000. And that all depends on the other potions you make too, so it's not just eh. Okay, so now I need to come over here. My armor is 362,000 on glass. Now, that doesn't really matter, like, because you only get an 85% bonus towards armor anyways, so this is literally just because it just looked cool. So I was like, you know what, this looks cool, so I'm gonna stick with it. So yeah, it just looks cool having all that stuff. And my Stormcloak officer, I also put the unarmed strikes enchantment, so I'm doing 371,000 damage with no weapons when I wear those. There's so much fun stuff you could do. And I'll start, you know, I'll go around and show you guys some of that stuff later on. I got my full Daedric set back on. Yeah. Okay. Now, like I said with the weapons, right? You thought the thousands I was lying. This is the long hammer. This does 99,000 damage. This is the Bloodscout blade. This does 49,000 damage. My Stalwart bow does 99. Now this bad boy does 141,000. So yeah, it makes some pretty gnarly weapons. Literally one hit everything. So let's say my battle axe. And I'll demonstrate for you real quick what that's like. It's crazy. Like, no one ever expects it. So you can one-hit dragons, giants, mammoths, everything. Oh, and by the way, just to show you guys. Yeah, gameplay. I am on legendary. No way I can go any further. I don't like mods. Mods are stupid. I don't have any mods. As you can see, no mods. And now it's logging me into the mods. Oh god. I think it shouldn't do anything. I hate this because there's no way you can get out of it now. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, mods, I think mods are cool, but it's just like, to me, it ruins the gameplay more than anything. I'm not a big fan of, like, there's a mod where you can make everything look more vibrant and stuff like that. And to me, it's just not as enjoyable, if that makes sense. To me. Because, I mean, a mod's a mod, you know. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now. I don't know what it's doing. This is what makes me so mad about this game. Okay, let's try something here. I'm gonna close the application, so hopefully